Hey, yo, Ebony, they might get mad at you for this one, mama.
Take a seat with Ebony, Ebony. We gon' talk about everything, everything. Come get these lives, baby, shake a little rise. Fill up your glass, deep, deep with vibes. Take a seat with Ebony, Ebony. We gon' talk about everything, everything. Come get these lives, baby, shake a little rise. Fill up your glass, deep, deep with vibes. Fill up your glass, maybe shake a little ice.
Yeah.
Thank you, TD Beauties. Okay, so greetings and salutations, fam. Now you think you just want to bring your little face into the camera. That's all.
Because you got the clothes on me.
I love you.
I love you. Whoa, Lunchables!
Okay, not more Lunchables. Okay, hold on, family. Let me take this earpiece out. I don't even know why I have headphones on in the first place, but that's not neither here nor there. Uh, Again, I don't know why I have these on my head. It's just me on this live for right now. So before we get started, I have the book. It's queued up and ready. So we're gonna get to read in a second. But today is my birthday. Ha 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 ha. It's actually my birthday today. I am the big 4-8. 4-8. So my children, well, one of my children was on the phone with my son earlier, but my daughter just handed me this big ass bag and said, "Happy birthday, Ma." So we gonna open it and see what I got. Okay. First of all, I see two of my favorite things. As soon as I remove the tissue paper, this I know my children to be loving me. What am I going to use $10 on a Nintendo thing? I don't understand. I don't get it.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. Oh, okay. Okay. And of course, some Red Bull. Because, Red Bull is my favorite. Especially the yellow ones. Can you see? Okay. The Red Bulls is my favorite. I'm still confused. I done knocked my contacts down on the floor. And then they got me my favorite snacks, which is a Twinkie. And what is this? Hold on. Preserve the Twinkies. Don't let them fall. Oh. They got me a Switch. Hold on. I'm going to put the Twinkies. We got to preserve the Twinkies at all costs.
It's the preserving the Twinkies.
Hold on.
The gift card is your first purchase for your Tetris.
Look, I got it. Y'all can't see it. Oh my God. Look. It's pink. I would have been just happy with the Twinkies and the Red Bull. I legit thought that was all. The blue Red Bull. I don't know the blue Red Bull. What flavor is that? Look, y'all. It's like a big old cell phone. I don't even know how to work or how to set it up. The children is gonna help me when we get off of here. Thank you. Thank you. Also, they got me some food just now, and so we're gonna set that up because this is gonna turn messy in a minute when we start reading this book. And I can eat the Twinkies for dessert. Look at Jesus. Look at the Lord doing a miraculous new thing about it. Y'all, let me tell you what happened to me today at church. I had put on some press on nails, right? Because I got a gift certificate to go get my nails done, and I'm gonna do that next weekend. It's gonna be a spa weekend. I got a massage gift certificate. I got a gift certificate to get my nails done, and so and then I'm gonna add. There's this service to get my brows tinted, waxed and tinted. I'm gonna do that too. Ice vanilla berry Red Bull. No, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that right on up. So I'm gonna do a whole thing. A whole thing. Hold on. This is the best part of having a wireless keyboard. You can pick it up and move it over here. I don't need the keyboard today. Ice vanilla berry Red Bull. Somebody write that down because you know I'm old and I'm gonna forget. Not you.
Swear to God,
It's the new winter flavor, and I need somebody to try it for me. Okay, I will try it.
Ice vanilla Red Bull.
It's ice vanilla berry Red Bull.
is it the winter edition?
Yes,
Okay, just the winter edition. Right?
the winter edition Red Bull.
Like
So-
sky blue can. We seen it in the news.
Hey, soulful dog. So we have gathered here today in honor of uh, our good Brista, Rico V. Cassadine, who is reinventing himself as an author of a young adult novel. Is this Pac-Man's book? No. Who is Pac-Man? Why would we be reading Pac-Man's book? I would just like to say I haven't eaten today, so we're gonna eat and read at the same time. Y'all know I love y'all. I have a little Outback. I have some. I can't pick it up so y'all can see. I have some kookaburra wings and a blooming onion, and we're gonna eat and read.
Daddy is just putting up that's it.
Why you call him Pac-Man? Why you call him Pac-Man? I just need to know why you do that. Okay. Now, this probably not gonna be a long read because it's only the book is only 33 pages long. It's 7 chapters. The name of the book is called The Enchanting Sisters, a family reunion by Rico Cassadine. It's available on Amazon. Both and I have the Kindle edition because I have Kindle Unlimited. Such an avid reader, I was actually able to get it on Kindle Unlimited without having to pay an additional cost. Mm, we finna see. We finna see. We finna see. Okay, let me show y'all the cover. This is the cover. Ooh, y'all can't even see that. Ooh,
Hold on, I got you.
there you go. That is the cover. Yeah.
I bought
Ken?
you Pepsi. I also got that for your birthday as well.
Thank you. Can you put some ice in my cup, Pooties, when you get a chance when you're done? Not
Judy said yes.
My Pootie said please, Dad.
You want your pleases?
Daddy's gonna get Mama her ice.
Am I?
Wow.
She didn't seem to like my shopping comic book.
It is supposed to be. It was a series. It's the first book in this series, is what I've been told. So let's get in it. Chapter 1, The Dreamscape. Before the Enchanting sisters' 20th birthday approached, they experienced an increasing sense of anticipation and unease. Phoenix, Luna, and Willow lived in different places, yet their lives were subtly entwined by the strange occurrences that began surfacing as their milestone birthday neared. Luna, still working at the foster home where she had grown up, encountered oddities like objects slightly moving on their own. Girl, okay. And shadows flickering in her peripheral vision. Phoenix, balancing high expectations from her adoptive family, knows these cosmic patterns in the night sky and erratic behavior from random people. Willow, engaged to Lawrence, faced unsettling whispers in the air and sudden cold drafts. These bizarre happenings were minor but persistent, creating a growing sense of disorientation and expectation. They couldn't shake the feeling that these disturbances were connected to the vivid, surreal dreams that had been plaguing them. So here's my question. Here's my first question. So, um, one, he said baby girls started seeing stuff moving on their own. That would have been a red flag for me. I'd have been immediately no. I would have immediately got my blessed oil and started rebuking and binding things. Cause who the hell finna do all of that? Who doing that? And then he said the other girl was hearing whispers. I would have been on somebody's sofa. Somebody called better help. Cause clearly it's a problem. It is a problem if I'm hearing whisperings. Oh, well, I kind of need this to see. Hold on, y'all. Not I disappeared. Um, I don't know. That just that always like when magical things stories, you have to suspend reality for a minute and take yourself out of the equation about what you would do and what you wouldn't do because it's a fantastical story. Okay, page 2. As Luna's 20th birthday approached, her nights were plagued with dreams that seemed more vivid than reality itself. Each dream was a swirling tapestry of colors and sensations, set in fantastical worlds where she encountered figures that felt deeply familiar. Now, here's my question: do the sisters know each other, or are they separated? Because one said something about an adoptive family. So, are they separated at birth, and then they gonna come together accidentally, and then all their powers, once they get in the vicinity of each other, and their powers combine on their 20th birthday, that's when it pop off? Because that's kind of what happened on. Well, they. That's kind of what happened on. Thank you, Energy Love. That's kind of what happened with the Charm sisters. But I digress. Okay. In these dreams, they fought side by side against shadowy adversaries, their powers intertwining in a breathtaking dance of magic and might. These recurring visions left Luna with a lingering sense of awe and unease, hinting at a connection she could not yet fully understand. In the waking world, strange occurrences were becoming more frequent. Luna again noticed subtle anomalies around her. These disturbances were minor yet unsettling, making her question her sanity. Her dreams, vivid and compelling, seemed to step into her reality, blurring the lines between what was real and what was imagined. Despite her attempts to rationalize these events, Luna couldn't shake the feeling that something significant was on the horizon. Hmm. When Luna was about to turn 20, her internal world felt that her. Wait. Hold on. That, hold on. Does this sentence? Okay, I'm going to read the sentence. It doesn't kind of make sense. Thank you, Xavier. Uh, when Luna was about to turn 20, comma, her internal world felt that her world was changed forever, period. Okay. She was a striking figure with rich curly black hair that framed her face beautifully. Her deep brown eyes, reflective and intense, seemed to hold secrets of their own. Growing up in foster care had shaped her into a resilient and independent woman. Okay, so these sisters, yes, it's three sisters, and apparently they don't know each other because one sister has talked about her adoptive family. Luna has been in foster care. I don't know where the third sister has been. I don't know why the triplets were separated. I don't know what happened to the triplets' parents and why they're not together as a family yet. We ain't got there yet. Hopefully, these are answers that we'll get as we go along. Um, After aging out of the system, she took a job at the very foster home where she had spent her formative years. It was there she met Samuel, a man of mixed ethnicity with a gentle demeanor and an insightful gaze. Samuel, who had also grown up in foster care, became not only her roommate but her closest friend. Their bond was deep, their relationship almost romantic but unspoken, rooted in mutual respect and understanding. They shared their home with a Great Dane named Gary. A love. Why does the dog name Gary? That's such not a dog name, but okay. A loving dog whose presence brought both comfort and protection. So maybe Gary is her familiar. Okay. Before Luna's birthday, Phoenix and Willow were also preparing for the milestone, each experiencing similar strange things in their own lives. Phoenix had her own set of struggles and triumphs. When she turned 20, she also thought her life was changed forever. Phoenix was a vision of ethereal beauty with a cascade of black curls and striking features that spoke both of strength and sensitivity. Well, here's my thing: if they're triplets, don't they all look alike? Shouldn't they all have the cascading? I'm gonna shut up. Okay. She had been adopted by a family with high expectations and which had molded her into a polished, accomplished young woman. Despite their loving nature, her adoptive parents had placed immense pressure on her to excel in every aspect of her life. Recently, Phoenix couldn't ignore unusual phenomena in her daily life. Cosmic patterns in the night sky seemed to pulsate with unfamiliar energy. I would think we about to have like an Independence Day if I looked at the sky and it was throbbing. I'm thinking the aliens is coming to get us, but I watch too many movies, so don't pay me no mind. Okay. Okay. The patterns in the night sky seemed to pulsate with unfamiliar energy, and whatever transportation she took, they occasionally malfunctioned without explanation. These incidents were dismissed as coincidence, but Phoenix couldn't ignore the eerie sensation that impact accompanied them. It felt as though her dreams were bleeding into her reality, preparing her for something extraordinary. Hmm. Phoenix now lived with her girlfriend, Elena, a supportive and warm hearted woman who provided Phoenix with solace and understanding amidst the chaos of her adoptive family demands. Elena's kindness balanced her. Phoenix Phoenix's intense dreams about her having cosmic energy hold on, let me try that again. Phoenix's intense dreams about her having cosmic energy manipulation skills and her ability to project beams of destructive force were also tempered by Elena's calming presence in living reality. Pause. So you mean to tell me that Phoenix is having dreams that she Storm from the X-Men? So she the gay one? The new family didn't know how to take care of her hair. Mm-hmm. These are good questions. And we go back in. Um, Phoenix thought that these powers existed only in her dreams. The fact that you dreaming that you like a Powerpuff Girl or I, from Steven's universe is sending me. Um, Phoenix thought these powers existed only in her dreams, But the recent strange occurrences made her wonder if there was more to them than the mere fantasy. If it somehow made her not have that much control over herself. That sentence was weird. Elena, noticing this, had conveyed to her to be careful and not lose her self control because you probably accidentally sent a laser beam and kill somebody. Willow had faced a different set of challenges. Adopted as a teenager, Willow had gone through a difficult transition from a somewhat aloof with deep seated insecurities. Hold on. I'm going to read that sentence again. Willow had gone through a difficult transition from a somewhat aloof with deep seated insecurities into what? In her dreams, she saw herself as a powerful sorceress, a stark contrast to her present self. Meanwhile, Willow's black curls were meticulously styled, reflecting both her outward beauty and her inner turmoil. As her 20th birthday approached, Willow experienced unsettling changes in her environment. Whispers in the air, flickering lights, and sudden cold drafts. If that's not giving you sixth sense, I see dead people. Does it not? Am I tripping?
No, mom.
It's a birthday mukbang. Okay. Hmm. These disturbances, while subtle, felt significant against the backdrop of her increasingly vivid dreams. So it seems to me that all three girls are vividly dreaming and having, like in the background, their witch powers are starting to flicker. Hmm. Wiggle. Wiggle. That's not that baby name. Despite her stunning appearance and the vision of her powers and dreams, Willow struggled with her own self image, often feeling like a mean girl due to her past behavior and expectations placed on her. Oh no, not you's a bitch. Wait a minute. Willow was now engaged to Lawrence, a loving and supportive fiance who had also been adopted and faced his own struggles. Lawrence's patience with understanding Hold on. Lawrence's patience and understanding provided Willow with the strength she needed to confront her insecurities. The couple often discussed Willow's increasingly vivid dreams and the strange occurrences in their lives had left Lawrence to wonder why she was acting so differently. Your mama could have, maybe one of the daddies is a demon or something looking for his daughter, and that's why they was up. Oh, now that's a good plot twist. Now, on the day of their 20th birthday approached, the sisters' dreams became increasingly intense and synchronized. Hold on, let me read that sentence again because I felt like I was slow. On the day of their 20th birthday, uh, no, that okay. On the day of their 20th okay. On the day of their 20th birthday approached, the sisters' dreams became, I think he should have put, as the day of their 20th birthday approached, the sisters' dreams became increasingly intense and synchronized. That makes more sense. They each found themselves in the same dreamscape, a magical realm where the powers harmonized and created a dazzling spectacle of light and energy. Although their powers had yet to manifest in the real world, the dreams grew more vivid and they began to feel an unexplicable connection to the figures they saw. So here's my question. Do they not know each other in life um before this? And okay. Hmm. Let me continue. Luna, Phoenix, and Willow experienced the same dream the next day. They found themselves in a lush magical realm where the sky shimmered with hues of gold and violet. The air was thick with enchantment, and their surroundings seemed to pulse with an ancient power. They stood facing each other, their hearts pounding with awe and trepidation. Phoenix, her fiery red aura flickering with cosmic energy, was the first to speak. Are you seeing this too? It's like we're all here together in this place we've seen in our dreams. Willow, her eyes reflecting a mixture of wonder and apprehension, nodded. Yes, I've had these dreams too. They always felt so real, like a part of me was waiting for this moment. Luna, though overwhelmed by the sight of her sisters and the fantastical realm, felt a profound sense of belonging. I've been dreaming of this place, of you both. It's like these dreams are trying to tell me something, something important. As they exchanged their thoughts and experience, the realization of their shared destiny began to sink in. The dreams had been a prelude to their meeting, a way of preparing them for the journey that they were about to undertake. Their father, uh oh, their father, now known as Fabian in this magical realm, appeared before them. Fabian was a tall, imposing figure with a regal bearing and a presence that exuded both power and authority. His dark eyes held a deep wisdom, and his aura was one of both warmth and strength. So these girls don't know each other in the waking world as of right now. So now they're all in the same dream at the same time. And so none of these sisters are questioning the fact that they have two identical triplet sisters that look just like each other and be like, where you been my whole life? I was in the foster care system. Nothing. How? Okay. Okay. Oh, the daddy finna tell it. Okay. Fabian began to recount their family's history. Long ago, your mother was destined to be the queen of this universe. Uh oh. She was revered and powerful, a beacon of hope and balance. But your punk ass Uncle Lucas was consumed by jealousy. He didn't put the punk ass in there. I added that. Unable to bear the thought of her ascending above him, he devised a plan to curse her and separate your family. His envoy drove him to betray those he once called friends, setting into motion chains of events that would forever alter our lives. This was this was also the reason I was trying to get you three together in the human world all this time. I was your father there as Gary, and still I am. But in the human world, I was protecting you and at the same time bringing you closer. You might have questioned your reality when that happened. Okay, here. Let's pause here. So we got this Lion King story. Your Uncle Scar is a bitch made nigga who was mad. Or it could be like House of the Dragon. Oh my God, not a woman being in charge. Never, not on my watch. And so he had to separate you. So here's my thing with the daddy. If the mama was supposed to be the queen, then the daddy was going to be king consort. So he had to be at least equally as powerful as her. So if you could do all of that, sir, could you not split your form into three? Now, why only one kid got the dog? Why the dad in the human world is the dog, the Great Dane, Gary? It could be elven witches. I don't know. We ain't got there yet. So because they're mad, I'm asking questions so I can eat and get a better understanding. So because I'm starving. So here's my thing. They couldn't. So they hid them in the human world from their punk ass Uncle Lucas. and the daddy went with him. How he was going to protect. Yes, we're still on chapter 1. So, how was he supposed to protect all three? If in the human world, he's a dog. If the triplets were separated, so here's my thing: were they in the same foster care system? Were they in the same foster care system and knew each other and got separated because one got adopted out and the other two didn't? Did that happen as babies? I could have sworn that one girl said she got. He said the one girl got adopted as a teenager. Did I'm entertained so far? Oh, my earring. I I lost my earring early time at church and couldn't remember figuring out where I put it, and it just poked me in my boob. It just fell down in my shirt. Jesus. Okay, let's just continue reading. Maybe the questions will be answered as we read more. The sister listens. The sisters listened intently as Fabian detailed the. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, baby. The past, the bond between Lucas and their mother, the betrayal, and the curse that had driven them apart. The weight of their family's history pressed down on them, but so did the understanding of their shared destiny. At that moment, the sisters felt a deep connection to each other and to the magical world they were about to explore. They realized that their powers, though, had not yet manifested in the real world. Until now, were not just gifts, but responsibilities. Their journey would be one of both self discovery and adventure. Together, they would face the challenges ahead, united by their blood and their shared purpose. That was the end of chapter 1. Chapter 2: Echoes of the Past. As dawn broke over the dreamscape, the sisters found themselves standing together on the edge of a vast shimmering lake. The water sparkled. Now, are they still dreaming in the human world? Like their bodies are in stasis in the human world, and that all this is happening in this dreamscape, this other realm where they're actually from? Okay, this it has good bones for a good story. I just trying to get through the minutia so I can get some clarity as to what's actually going on. Okay, as the dawn broke over the dreamscape, the sisters found themselves standing together on the edge of a vast shimmering lake. The water sparkled with the iridescent glow, mirroring the sky's enchanting hues. Pause. Now we know Fabian is their daddy, and that their punk ass Uncle Lucas was mad that their mama was gonna be queen. Where the mama now? Did Uncle Lucas kill her? And that's why they had to be separated and sent to the human world. I have questions. Hmm. Fabian's presence had left them with more questions than answers. So he just dropped a bunch of information and left? Confused. But they knew they had to begin their journey to uncover the truth and confront the darkness that loomed over their family. Hmm. The dreamscape began to dissolve. And okay, this was all happening in the dreamscape. Everybody was in their bed sleeping. The sisters awoke in their respective worlds, each grappling with the weight of their shared vision. Today was significant. It was the week after their 20th birthday. Pause. They would sleep for a whole week because it was the day of their 20th birthday. And now it's the week of their 20th birthday. How long were they sleeping for? Is their punk ass Uncle Lucas looking for them? Did he kill the mama? Questions. So, three sisters are separate. Do they live in different cities? Do they live in different dimensions? Mm. Okay, let's keep reading. Luna stirred in her small, cozy room, the morning sun filtering through the curtains. Gary, the Great Dane, which is her daddy, Fabian, nudged her awake with a warm, reassuring, with his warm, reassuring presence. I just added his in there because it wasn't there. His deep brown eyes met hers, and she felt a pang of gratitude for the comfort he provided. Luna checked the time and thought about life in the orphanage. She knew it was now changed forever, as she could only attribute to the dreams that had left her feeling both exhilarated and uneasy. We just need a little small proofreading and some grammar corrections. That's all. Meanwhile, Phoenix and Elena enjoyed a quiet morning together in their elegant apartment. Elena's soft laughter filled the room as she prepared breakfast, her presence a calming influence in Phoenix's otherwise tumultuous life. Phoenix, however, was preoccupied with the dream they shared. She glanced at Elena, whose supportive gaze encouraged her to share her thoughts. I had the most vivid dream last night, Phoenix began, her voice tinged with awe. It was like I was in another world and I was with two other women. They felt like family and the dream felt real. It was real, I think. Pause. Y'all are triplets. So you mean to tell me that y'all don't look alike or they don't look enough like you for you to understand that that's your sister? More questions. Okay. Elena placed a comforting hand on Phoenix's shoulder, responded. You mentioned having dreams like this before. Maybe it's a sign that something significant is about to happen. But remember, you need to work on your self control. As I remind you this often, if these dreams are connected to your reality, you'll need to be grounded and focused. Does Elena have witch powers? Is Elena from the universe they from? And she secretly knows who she is and trying to guide her into the. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. At Willow's side, Lawrence lay beside her in the quaint sunlit bedroom. Willow's thoughts mirrored Phoenix's, haunted by their dreams that had unveiled a destiny she could scarcely comprehend. Lawrence's presence was a beacon of stability, but he couldn't help but notice that Willow seemed different, more distant and preoccupied. You felt it, didn't you? I mean, you could feel that I was somewhere else, right? Is Lawrence really the uncle pretending to care? I don't know. Lawrence, his brow furrowed with concern, nodded, yes, I felt something too. And you're acting differently, Willow. Are you okay? These dreams, it feels like they are affecting you more than usual. Willow eyes showed both relief and anxiety. I'm not sure. It's overwhelming, but I need to understand them, she said. As the day unfolded, each sister felt the pull of the dream, drawing them towards a fate they were only beginning to understand. So here's my question. Did they not see each other clearly in the dream? I could have sworn it said the dream was super vivid. Could they not see each other well enough in the dream to? And did the daddy not explain that you threw your sisters, your triplets? And waking up from a dream where you just met your sisters in another realm and knowing that you were sent to the human realm and separated, would you not get out of bed and immediately begin investigating, go back to the foster care agency, start doing some digging, asking some questions? Hire somebody got some money to hire a PI. I need you to find my sisters. Okay. As the day unfolded, each sister felt the pull of the dream, drawing them towards a fate they were a fate they were only beginning to understand. I'm glad they understand because I do not. Their separate lives were about to converge in ways that they had never imagined. In the afternoon, Luna, Phoenix, and Willow each received a mysterious letter. The letters, identical in appearance, bore no return address but were sealed with a wax emblem that matched the symbols that they had seen in their dreams. Each sister felt a shiver of recognition. Okay. A shiver of recognition as they broke the seals and read the contents. Come on, letter from Hogwarts. Talk about come down to the school. In the okay. The letter read, "Dear sisters, your presence is required at the base of Mount Vespera." Is that a real mountain place? There you will discover the truth of your heritage and your purpose. The journey ahead, hold on, will be fraught with challenges, but you are not alone. Trust in your powers and each other. Sincerely, a friend. Who the friend? The friend can't be their daddy because his daddy is a dog. And this, mm, listen. Luna's hands trembled as she read the letter. The mention of Mount Vespera resonated with the dream she had experienced. She knew she had to share this with Samuel. When she told him about the letter and her plans, Samuel looked concerned but supportive. "This is a big step, Luna," his voice filled with both apprehension and encouragement. "But if this is what you need to do, I'll be here to support you. Just be careful." Meanwhile, Phoenix and Willow were having similar conversations with their partners, Elena and Lawrence. Though initially skeptical, understood the gravity of the situation and encouraged their respective partners to embark on the journey. Pause. Yes, the daddy is still a dog in this realm. I don't know why he doesn't have a human form in this realm. It so I'm assuming if they're gonna go to this meet each other at this Mount Vespa place, then baby girl is gonna bring the dog because that's their daddy. That's the assumption that I'm gonna go with. Okay, not the ringing in my ears. Okay, hold on. Now here's my question: is there magic in this human realm? Like, do because their partners all seem magically cool with whatever the hell is happening. My question um, is magic an established thing in the world? Like, are there witches, warlocks, and magics and stuff that we understand in the human world? Like, there's fae and there's magic and stuff. So they wouldn't be freaked out by the fact that out the clear blue sky, your partner has been having weird dreams and stuff moving on its own and lights flickering and the sky pulsing at them, and y'all not freaked out and sending them to get a 5150 down to the mental hospital because magic is an established thing in the world. Elena and Lawrence, though initially skeptical, understood the gravity of their situation and encouraged their respective partners to embark on the journey. The following morning, the sisters set out towards Mount Vespera. The path was long and arduous, but each step felt charged with purpose. As they approached the base of the mountain, their senses heightened. Pause. So we just gonna skip over their first meeting in the human world, and now we just on the road to Damascus, to the bottom of this mountain, so Moses can go up and get them talk to God and get the tablet with the 10 Commandments on it. That's what we just gonna skip that because are have they been traveling separately and meeting at the base of the mountain? Or they took three separate paths to get to the base of the mountain, or did they meet outside of the forest or the mountain range where the mountain is, and they've been traveling toward the base of the mountain together? They're at the base of the mountain at this point. They haven't climbed nothing. They they're currently at the base of the mountain. But I have questions. Y'all showed up to wherever this journey towards the mountain began. So we skip over the normal. They arrived at this at the beginning of this journey and they meet each other first time. Hi, my name is such and such. My name is such and such. I know they got a rundown about their family and lore from their daddy in the magic realm, but that doesn't they said nothing about them saying hi, my name is such and such and such, or them actually meeting each other and introducing each other to themselves. And the fact that I don't know. I have questions. I have so many questions. Okay. The path was long and arduous, but each step felt charged with purpose. As they approached the base of the mountain, their senses heightened, and they each felt the resonance of the magical energy that had called them together in their dream. At the base of Mount Vespera, they converged, each arriving at slightly different times, but sensing each other's presence through an almost instinctual connection. See, now that's confusing because that's why I had so many questions. So, yes, they haven't met each other physically yet. They're about to meet each other at the base of the mountain. They took three different paths to get to the base of the mountain. They haven't been together this whole time. That was confused. I was confused about what was happening. Okay. The sight of each other for the first time was both surreal and profoundly emotional. Luna's heart raced as she saw Phoenix and Willow standing in the same place as in her dreams. Phoenix, her cosmic aura glowing faintly, was the first to break the silence. I knew it. I knew we were meant to meet. Well, since y'all all look alike and clearly are tripping. Okay, Willow, her dark curls framing her face and her eyes comprehending something deep, stepped forward. This is so overwhelming. I never felt such a strong connection to anyone before. Maybe referring to the last dream, our father was right. Well, you're triplets. That mean okay. The sisters embraced, the shared warmth and comfort of their reunion sparking a new sense of unity among them. They felt an unspoken understanding that transcended words, a recognition of their shared past and future. Their reunion was interrupted by the appearance of a shimmering portal which seemed to pulse with a familiar energy. Press pause. So, my thing is, how much time were they able to spend together before they punk ass Uncle Lucas decided to pull this power trip? And they got sent off, separated and sent off. Were they young enough to where they lost the memory of each other and what each other looked like? Where's the I don't know where the dog is yet. He might be about to appear in a minute. So were they toddlers when the separation happened? I'm so confused. Okay. Okay. A shimmering portal opened up, which seemed to pulse with a familiar energy. Luna had unknowingly created this portal in her dream before while creating many multiverses and entering different dimensions. But now the triplets looked at the same portal before them. Then they looked at each other, their eyes filled with determination and a shared sense of purpose. As they stepped through the portal, they found themselves in a lush, verdant forest. The air was thick with magic, and the trees seemed to hum with ancient power. In the center of the forest stood an ornate stone archway inscribed with the same symbols they had seen in their dreams. Fabian's voice echoed through the forest. Welcome, my daughters. Your journey begins here. You finally met each other in the human world. Now, to uncover the truth of your heritage and reclaim your mother's legacy, you must first confront the challenges that lie ahead. The sisters exchanged determined glances. They knew the path to understanding their powers and their past would be fraught with trials, but they were ready to face them together. Each of them had already felt the stirrings of their abilities and the strength of their bond. As they passed through the verdant forest, they entered a realm of shifting landscapes and ever changing skies, a world they now seemed to be alive with possibilities and dangers alike. Their adventure had only begun. And where's your wife, sir? Is she dead? I think that you should have led with that. Your punk ass Uncle Lucas killed your mom. So I'm assuming this is the assumption I'm going to make because we now at chapter 3. So I'm assuming the mama found out punk ass Uncle Lucas was coming on his bullshit, and she sent the daddy and the 3 daughters away to protect them while she fought the good fight. She lost the fight, and now we here. Maybe she said she told the daddy, I'll join you. I'll come get you in the human world, and she never came. So I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Chapter 3: The Witching Realm. The heart of the witching realm was bathed in perpetual twilight, with a sky that swirled in hues of deep indigo and violet. The landscape before them was a surreal, mystical tapestry of glowing flora and crystalline streams that seemed to pulse with ancient magic. The sisters soon stood at the base of an imposing citadel, its towering spires reaching towards the ignatic, I think I'm saying that right, ignatic sky. Intricate ruins adorned the citadel's walls, reflecting the same symbols from their mysterious letters that they had received in the human world. The air was thick with an aura of forgotten power and whispered secrets. As they made their way towards the citadel, the ground beneath them began to tremble. A deep rumble echoed through the air, and the shimmering sky darkened ominously. From the shadows of the forest, a dark figure emerged, a punk ass Uncle Lewis. 'Cause here he comes. The malevolent twin of their mother. Oh, he was her twin brother? Wow. Materialized with a presence that seemed to drain the surroundings light. Fabian, their father, appeared beside the sisters. Now, we ain't heard nothing about them bringing Gary the dog into the portal with them. I don't know. Maybe the daddy got the power to be able to move back and forth. Okay, hold on. Maybe they punk ass Uncle Lewis and their daddy about to get in a fight. Which is what I hope is gonna happen. Cause you can't be my husband and the nigga who killed me show up and you don't go. It better be on site, my nigga. Okay. Fabian, their father, appeared beside the sisters, his regal bearing emanating a powerful protective energy. Daughters, it appears the time has come sooner than expected. We at the final boss already? Lucas had sensed your arrival and is preparing to challenge us. This confrontation is unavoidable. Lucas' eyes glowed with a malevolent fire as he stepped forward. Well, if punk ass Uncle Lucas is really about that life, then he just come up there and kill all of them and be done with it. They've been witches for 45 seconds. They don't know how to do shit. Just kill them all. Avocadabra. Bow, bow, bow. And then they all dead. Okay, let me shut up. Hold on. Try to get this off my phone. Lucas' eyes glowed with a malevolent fire as he stepped forward. You dare to challenge me in my own realm? You are but children, lost and powerless. Nigga, we not challenging it. We just got here. Hey, Uncle Lucas, damn. Ugh. Niggas do the most. Okay. Before the sisters could react, Lucas unleashed a torrent of dark energy towards them. The force of the attack caused the ground to split and crack, sending the sisters sprawling. Fabian quickly intervened, raising a barrier of shimmering light to absorb Lucas' assault. You have much to learn, Fabian said. They have everything to learn because they know nothing. Jon Snow. Fabian said, his voice steady despite the strain of holding the barrier. But there is no time. You must face Lucas and his dark minion, Dayton. You are to reclaim your heritage. Okay. With a nod of determination, the sisters rose to their feet. Luna, Phoenix, and Willow felt the surge of resolve. Although their powers had yet to fully awake, you don't even have full use of your powers yet? You don't have full use of your powers yet? That's my question. How? We don't even have the full use of our powers. We just got the powers 15 minutes ago. We got the powers last night when we were sleeping, and then we got up and we came over here. What's going on here? Where's my forehead? Oh, that's none of my business. That's none of my business. I don't know.
You got orange soda, Pepsi, water.
Orange soda is fine. I'm gonna drink some water later. Um, Although their powers are fully awakened, they needed to stand against Lucas to protect their future and their family's legacy. Lucas' minion Dayton, a shadowy creature with glowing red eyes, emerged from the darkness, converging on the sisters. Luna was startled to see him resemble Samuel. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Uh Emerged from the darkness, converging on the sisters. Luna was startled to see he resembled Samuel, but she fought the urge. This led to the sisters to fight bravely, their movement guided by instinct and their bond they shared. Luna used her agility and keen senses to evade attacks. Phoenix's fierce energy allowed her to strike back with fiery force, and Willow's emerging telepathic abilities help her anticipate and counter Dayton's moves. Despite their initial struggles, the sisters began to sense a latent power awakening within them as they fought. The connection to each other and the realm seemed to draw forth their true strength. Luna focused on her energy, managed to create a protective shield that repelled Dayton's dark flame. Phoenix harnessed the cosmic energies around her to unleash a brilliant wave of light, disintegrating the flame that approached. Willow's illusions confused and disoriented his brain, though it gave the sisters the upper hand. Dayton came back to his senses. Thank you, Xavier, because he's a, I don't know, unless they can only do it in their realm, and because he's a dog in the human realm, and so, and I guess since the minion looks like her best friend Dayton, then Dayton was the one who tipped off. Then I'm thinking Dayton, punk ass Uncle Lucas's henchman, was actually is Samuel in the real, in the human world, and he'd been keeping an eye on the sisters for punk ass Uncle Lucas. And when she told him that they going to the base of the mountain to do whatever, he was like, he went in and told Uncle Lucas so he could come and kill them. Would be my question. Would be my that would be my estimation. I don't think it's all their partners. I think it's just the girl's best friend. Hopefully. That's why she wasn't in a romantic relationship with him. They were just friends. Maybe that's why he told. I don't know. Lucas, witnessing the growing strength of the sisters, narrowed his eyes in frustration. You may have some power now, but it's nothing compared to what you will face in the trials ahead. So you not a part of the trials? Or you at the end of the trial? You came to the beginning of the trials to tell them to fight them and tell them that they not gonna make it past the trials to get back to him, the final boss. Why he don't just kill him before they even get started? I don't understand. As Dayton heard his master and vanished by creating different shadows, Lucas' form began to waver. This is only a taste of what's to come, he said, a sinister grin before this. What? Fabian approached the sisters, his face etched with both relief and concern. You've done well, but this is just the beginning. Lucas' power is formidable, and he will not rest until he has destroyed everything you hold dear. You must prepare for the trials that await you within the citadel. It's not enough information. The sisters exchanged determined glances. Despite their fear and uncertainty, they lingered. They felt a renewed sense of purpose. Their battle with Lucas had awakened something within them, an inner strength and unity that would guide them through the challenges to come. As they entered the citadel, oh, now y'all going into the citadel? Okay. As they entered the citadel, the atmosphere grew more intense. The hallways were lined with ancient tapestries and glowing runes, each telling a piece of their family's history. The sisters followed their path, lay before them, each step echoing with the weight of their destiny. Inside the citadel's grand chamber, a mystical artifact rested upon the pedestal, a crystal orb pulsing with the same energy that had drawn them to the witching realm. Fabian explained that the orb was the key to unlocking their full potential and understanding their family's legacy. Well, if the punk ass Uncle Lucas was any kind of real nigga and he knew that that orb would awaken all of their powers, why didn't he just destroy the orb before they even fucking got there? And then killed them when they came through the realm. Killed them and they daddy. And where they mama at? So many questions. You must each touch the orb, Fabian instructed. It will reveal the truth of your powers and path forward. With anticipation, the sisters approached the orb and their hands made contact with its surface. A surge of energy enveloped them. Visions of their past, their mother's fall, and Lucas's treachery flashed before their eyes. They saw glimpses of their mother's power and the curse that had torn their family apart. When the vision oh God. When the vision faded, the sisters stood together, their resolve stronger than ever. They had gained insight into their powers and the trials they would face. The path to reclaiming their legacy was clear, and they were ready to confront whatever challenges lay ahead. As they prepared to leave the chamber, Fabian offered a final piece of advice. The trials will test your strength, your unity, and your resolve. Um, Trust in yourselves and each other. These two stranger bitches that I just met 5 minutes ago. Hey, Uncle Jay. Um, Only by overcoming these trials will you be able to restore balance and reclaim your rightful place. Now, who even said I wanted to reclaim? Okay, okay. With a renewed sense of purpose, the sisters ventured deeper into the citadel, ready to face the trials that awaited them and to uncover the secrets of their heritage. The journey was just beginning, and their path was fraught with challenges, but they were united in their quest to restore their family's legacy and confront the darkness that had threatened their worlds. I don't know if it's a curse. I don't know. I guess it's a curse. I don't know. Chapter 4, Echoes of Destiny. The witching realm citadel loomed above the sisters as they ventured deeper into the ancient halls. The atmosphere inside was heavy with the weight of centuries old magic and secrets. The grand chamber they entered was adorned with tapestries, depicting the lineage of their family. I'm gonna take these off. This is better. I need to get some bifocals so I can focus closer. Depicting the lineage of their family from their mother's reign to the dark betrayal that has shattered their world. The sisters moved cautiously through the citadel. Each room they explored, revealing more about their lineage and their powers. They were beginning to understand. The journey led them to a vast library filled with dusty tomes and scrolls. As they entered, the air crackled with uncertainty. Fabian, their father, who had accompanied them, began to sift through the ancient texts. These writings hold the key to understanding your powers and the history of the curse that binds us. Okay, there is a curse. We need to uncover as much as possible to prepare for the trials ahead. Phoenix, eyes scanning the intricate text, stumbled upon a scroll that depicted a powerful enchantment. Look at this, she said, pointing to the ancient script. It seems to describe a spell that might be able to counteract the dark magic of punk ass Uncle Lucas. Hold on. So my question is, so they can magically read whatever language that all of this stuff is in. Um, Nobody told me my wig was slipping. Y'all not friends. You're anti-black. Um, so so they can just magically read the text on all of these tombs and scrolls, even though they've only been in this realm for 15 seconds and all they've ever known is reading, writing, and arithmetic. I'm gonna assume they were in America at the time, and so they only know English, and so they come into this realm. Is everything written in English? Does it magically translate to English so they're able to comprehend what is being written on the tombs? I have, I got so many questions. And they said they passed all of these things that was telling them the history of their family and their family legacy, but none of, we don't explore any of those things. We don't get any of that information, just that they're passing by all of these artifacts and things that explain the family history and the legacy, but it's not telling us what the legacy necessarily is. I don't know. And if it seems important to the trials that getting ready to happen, so they can restore the family legacy. But we don't know what the family legacy is because they haven't told us. Okay. Willow studying a nearby tapestry. Notice a depiction of a grand battle. This tapestry shows a battle between our mother and Lucas. It's not just a fight, it's a battle of worlds. There's something here about a hidden realm where the final confrontation takes place. Is their mama in the hidden realm? Is that why they don't know what she? Okay. As they continued to investigate, a shimmering light began to emerge from the center of the room. The light convalesced into a vision, revealing an ethereal landscape that seemed to merge the realms of reality and dream. The vision showed a hidden chamber deep within the heart of the citadel, where a mysterious force seemed to converge. Fabian's expression grew somber as he watched the vision unfold. This is the dream nexus, he explained. It's a place where reality and dreams intertwine, where the final battle to reclaim your mother will take place. So, mommy is still alive. It's also where the essence of Lucas' dark magic is the strongest. Hmm. The vision shifted to show an ominous figure, Lucas, standing before a massive shadowy gate. The gate pulsated with dark energy, and Lucas seemed to be drawing power from it. Lucas has been trying to harness the power of the dream nexus to strengthen himself and create an army of shadows, Fabian said, his voice heavy with concern. The sisters now understanding the gravity of their mission. How do they understand it and we don't understand? Okay, hold on. How does it feel? What's their last name? I need someone to explain the curse. What are they cursed with? I don't know. I don't know, baby. Um, The sisters, not understanding the gravity of their mission, about how I don't know, knew they had to navigate the dream nexus to confront Lucas and free their mother. They're prepared to leave the library and make their way to the hidden chamber shown in the vision. As they left the citadel's halls, illuminating with strange energy, so they don't take no time to learn those spells, practice their jumps, kicks, and their parkour, nothing. The mission is to save Peach from the castle. That's their mission. Their mama is the Peach, and they gonna save her. And restore their family back to prominence. Would be over their punk ass Uncle Lucas. This feels very much like The Lion King too. But okay. What do I know? Okay. As they left the Citadel's halls illuminated with a strange energy. The walls were a depiction of old rooms. The air grew colder with each step they took. They arrived at a grand archway, which was the entrance to the Dream Nexus. So Freddy Krueger's dream world is just right there. Okay. So y'all jump into where are the trials that was supposed to happen? I'm confused. So are all the trials supposed to happen in the Dream Nexus as they make their way to wherever this gate is that's holding a mama? Stepping through the archway, the sisters found themselves in a realm that was both familiar and alien. The landscape was a part of the witching realm. Floating islands and swirling cosmic energies created a mesmerizing yet disorienting environment. At the center of this place stood a massive dark gate. Lucas' presence was palpable. Are we already at the gate? Okay. Present was palpable, a dark shadow looming over the dream nexus. The sisters felt the length of their task ahead and the urgency to act before Lucas' dark plans could fully come to fruition. Now, Lucas has been had this plan for at least 20 years. His plan ain't came to fruition yet. So is Lucas not bad bitch enough to have killed his sister since he wanted to take over? I'm confused. As they approached the gate, they were met by an array of spectral guardians, creatures born from the nightmares of the dream nexus. These guardians were bound to protect the gate and prevent any intrusion. Prepare yourselves, Fabian instructed. How, Dad? Okay, these guardians are formidable, but they are bound to the dream nexus. You must confront them to reach Lucas and restore balance. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. The battle with the spectral gardens was fierce. The creatures attacked with blasts of energy and illusions designed to distort and overwhelm the sisters. Each sister had to rely on their growing strength and unity to fend off the guardians. Luna's agility and newfound control over her Omega power, what's the Omega power, allowed her to dodge and strike with precision. She manifested different objects to trap the guardians' bodies in different dimensions, even forging different dimensions whether to attack them. Okay, Luna is Storm. She doing weather things. Phoenix tapped into her cosmic energy to unleash powerful bursts of light that dispelled the illusions and weakened the guardians. Willow used her telepathic ability to coordinate their efforts and disrupt the guardians' attack. At the last of the spectral guardians fail, the sisters stood before the dark gate, their path now clear. Fabian placed a protective hand on their shoulders. Beyond this gate lies Lucas and the heart of the dream nexus. You must confront him, but remember your bond and your courage are your greatest strengths. Does this seem fast forwarded? And what is Fabian doing to go get his woman? Why aren't you leading the charge? It's your wife that's behind the gate. If you don't go beat up punk ass Uncle Lucas and get your wife, I know better. Oh, this is okay. The gate slowly began to open, revealing a swirling vortex of dark energy. The sisters are now fully aware of the stakes, stepped into the gate with determination. They were about to enter the final phase of their journey, a confrontation that would test their resolve and determine the fate of their family. Okay. As they entered the vortex, the swirling energy enveloped them, and the world seemed to dissolve into chaos. They knew the final battle awaited them, and the outcome would only decide not only their mother's fate, but the balance of the entire realm. The path was set, and the hey Rico baby, and the journey towards confronting punk ass Uncle Lucas and reclaiming their mother had reached its crucial moment. The sisters braced themselves for the challenges ahead, knowing that their strength and unity would be the key to overcoming the darkness that threatened their world. Chapter 5, The Convergence. Okay, so we gonna pause right here on chapter 5 because because the author is in the room and we have a ton of questions. So, one, this feels like a full, like the full journey and story is going to begin and end in this particular book. My question is, I thought it was a series of books. Absolutely, baby, absolutely. So this book has very good bones. It has very good bones. We just have some questions. Now, I don't know if this I'm gonna ask the questions, and if you just tell me keep reading because they're gonna be my questions will be answered in the next couple of chapters, then I'll be like, okay, I'll shut up and keep reading. But one, why was the daddy only able to be with one of the daughters? Why could he not split his consciousness into three different entities, or did he not expect for his daughters to be split up when they put them in the human world at the foster care place? This is just the introduction. Okay. Okay. So, um, also, is Dayton is Samuel Dayton human form? So, in human form, Dayton, punk ass Uncle Lucas's minion, is really that girl's best friend in the human world. That's the next question. Two, why didn't punk ass Uncle if punk ass Uncle Lucas was really about business? Why, when he first confronted them, when their powers he wasn't even really fully online and they hadn't touched the orb yet to get the knowledge that they needed to download to be able to fight and do all the things? Why didn't he kill them then? Why didn't he kill the mama and when he went to take over the world in the first place and be done with it? Why didn't he just kill everybody? Send you the link. Okay, hold on. We go. Hold on. I'm gonna send you the link. Pooh. Hold on. I'm gonna hold on. I got you. Uh, oh. Also, we have renamed the bad guy. He is now your punk ass Uncle Lucas. Cause what all this for? What is all of this for, sir? My other question is, how much time passes in the human world versus the dreamscape world that we're in? Like, are you in the dream world for like a couple hours, but it's really been like a couple days or a couple weeks in the human world? Or is it like hour for hour? Does time run differently in the two different realms? How do they know? How did they go from we just got our powers 15 minutes ago to now we ready to fight the final boss and get our mama back from punk ass Uncle Lucas? I have so many questions. Oh, there the baby go. Hold on. Hey,
Let's go. Happy birthday.
thank you.
Oh,
Now, we are enjoying the book, but we got questions.
okay. Okay, just take it easy. I got you. I got you.
Okay, so first of all, when they first went into the citadel, well, they first got to the citadel, and punk ass Uncle Lucas and his lackey Dayton showed up. If they hadn't even fully got their powers, why he didn't just kill them then?
Because
Oh,
he needs them to be a okay. So everything that's happened. Oh God, I wish I could do this without telling you what. What? Okay. Okay. So he needs them to stay alive.
okay, okay,
He can't really kill their mother because they're part of their mother. So they all have the power together.
okay, okay,
So that's why Fabian, their father, could only be with one when they got sent to the human world.
okay.
And
Okay.
I know I learned about pacing afterwards, so I
Okay.
got excited and everything's going a little fast because I was like, I don't know how, just being excited. So, um, in the in their realm, time does go a little bit faster.
Okay.
So they're learning about their powers through their father in their world,
Okay.
and the father couldn't kill Lucas because Lucas is of royalty.
Okay. So is the daddy not royalty? He's just some flunky the mama found and fell in love with, and she married a peasant.
Okay, that could be okay. Okay, that could be the own thing going happening, but
Okay.
father, the father's powers are bound.
Okay, so the daddy can't do nothing
He
because
doesn't
his have
have
any powers to do anything. Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I didn't understand. He punk ass Uncle Lucas and came, took your wife and put her behind the gate, and you just Gary the Great Dane. What the hell? Nigga, if you don't go get your wife, what?
he had to be the Great Dane to in order to make sure the sisters are safe in human. But they all got split up.
Okay, so that was my other question. So how old were they when the events of the splitation happened? Like when punk ass Uncle Lucas put his plan in motion to put Mama behind the gate in the dark realm,
As soon
and how old were the girls?
as soon as the sisters were born, they were sent off.
Got you. Okay. Okay. Because I was trying to figure out, because that makes more sense that they wouldn't have knowledge of the other sisters if they were split up.
Right.
And so, okay, that makes sense. Okay, 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 okay. Because I was like, because did were they toddlers, and then they were just too young to remember that they had sisters? Because it seemed odd that they didn't understand that they, like, you looking at somebody with your face. So how do you not know that's your sister?
Right. That's why when they start getting close to their birthday and they start unconsciously going into the dream nexus. They start saying, "Y'all, this person feels familiar," because they're thinking that they know the person from the dream nexus, but no, the dream nexus was actually pulling y'all back together because your powers are pulling y'all back together because y'all are sisters.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, okay, all right. Now, so you said there's the road with a bunch of trials, and I know you said you because this is your first book and this is your first time doing this, so you learn it as you go, and you're learning about pacing and not putting it all in. So we jumped from you have to go through these trials to now we're at the dream gate and we fight the shadows to get to your Uncle Lucas, who's supposed to be the final boss. How where were the trials at? Will we skip the trials? Oh, we missed it. And, okay. And are you going to go back in future books to explain the backstory or fill in the story for us? Because even when they were in the Citadel and passing all of the scrolls and stuff, it said it was telling the story of their family and their legacy, but you didn't stop to fill the story in so we could understand what the family and legacy what they're fighting for so we can be more invested in what they're trying to do.
Yes, I will say
Oh,
first was my test run. I would definitely say going back reading it, I do feel like the next two books that I do plan on doing two more books to go to this.
mm-hmm.
And I want to explain further and go into further detail about everything that I really cover correctly in the first one.
Okay, so let me ask this. See, this is why you should talk to me before you did all that, because I would have thrown some ideas at you to pre-plan for these other two books, because what it would have been wonderful is if the first book was all from Luna's perspective, and then
Mm,
the second book is all from Phoenix's, and then the third book is Willow's experience. So it's the same, basically the same story from
but
three different point of views, and
happy.
we get, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So
I mean, no shade. It's still time to make that happen. It just means there'll be four books instead of three.
right, because this could be Fabian's POV that we're getting this story from. The first story is from dad's perspective, and then you go into the three sisters, and each one gets their own book telling their
The
version of the story,
point of view.
and and then you can fill in some gaps and create some canon to help us to fill in the story to give us, because if it feels like we skipped over some important steps in the book. And so if you then take it with the other sisters' perspectives, you can then fill in, like when they're in the citadel and they're going past the different things that one sister stopped, and maybe she got pulled into a vision of what the family history was and the things that happened, so that we can get a fuller, better context as to what's going on.
I definitely think I am taking all of that because, like, I've started to outline for book two.
Okay. Okay. Also, they saying in the chat we would like a prequel to
Oh,
this story, about the story of Mama and punk ass Uncle Lucas, and why he became a punk ass and did what he did. What tipped him over to the dark side to
God,
be able to turn on his twin sister. So we would also like that story as well. That leads us to them, I guess, at the end, from, I guess, Mama and Punk ass Uncle Lucas as kids to growing up to him deciding, no, bitch, not you. It's supposed to be me. And so I'm gonna take over this shit, and you get behind this gate, and then we're gonna scatter your kids. So that we would like that to be the prequel story. So we just want to fill it. First of all, I want to say congratulations, because there are lots of people who have ideas and have written thousands and thousands of pages and have published nothing. So I want to say congratulations on even getting this far and telling a story. The story has great bones. I could see this being like a Disney Channel type of, Disney Plus type of series, if we can get it all fleshed out. So I think it's wonderful. You've done a great job. I can't wait for you to get all of the constructive feedback that you need, so that you could come back with an even better book two to continue this series.
thank you.
You're very welcome, honey.
I'm excited. I really enjoyed it. It was fun putting it together, coming up with. It was fun. It was something fun to just get away from it.
Lord, they being shady in the chat, talk about this is much better than Tedley's book. First, this is young adult fantasy. Tedley's was young adult fantasy as well, but he disguised it as autobiographical.
I'm not.
Listen, listen. I'm sorry. Let me stop being petty, because he had some good things in the book. We shed a tear or two about some of the stories that he spoke about. So he as well, will give him his flowers as well. He was at least able to get the book, write it out, and have it published. And again, a lot of people who have a lot of dreams about being an author never get that far. So, congratulations on the release of your book. We are having a wonderful time with it. Um, we are 21 pages in to the book, and we we're asking questions because we're enjoying the story and we're enjoying the content, which is why we have so many questions. Well, why was this, and who did this, and where, or what was going on over there? If the book was trash, we wouldn't care.
And that's, you know what, that's why I was sitting there, because I was been sitting there listening, and I was actually enjoying the critique, because it's like, oh wow, they actually like the story, like how y'all already like dub Uncle Lucas punk ass Uncle Lucas. I love it. It's like it resonated. Like, I'm just happy. You just don't understand. I'm just happy something I did, something I enjoy, something I came up with myself is out there for other people to enjoy and even give me critiques on it. Because now, like, everybody made it a joke about it being 33 pages. Granted, it's my first thing.
Right, but it's a lot happening in these 33 pages. Listen, no tea, no shade. There's a lot happening in these 33. There's a lot going on in these 33 pages. So just because it's not a 400-page Harry Potter book doesn't mean that just as much story is not happening. You packed the 33 pages with a lot of things that are happening. We just need to slow it down and give us some uh, more context and some more descriptors. That's all.
Yep. So I'm making sure it's book two, and okay. So for book two, I'm planning for book two
Mm-hmm.
actually be a printed book
Okay.
because this did do good numbers for me as my first project on the Amazon setup. So
Mm-hmm.
I am getting an option to do hardcover and softcover books too.
Okay.
So I'm
Decent.
hoping
I will definitely purchase a hard. I love a hardcover book. Um, Listen, when I moved, breaks my heart. When I moved from Virginia to North Carolina, I couldn't bring all of my books with me. I had like almost 3,000 books that I had to leave behind. I was very sad. So I'm a big fan of having the book in your hand as well as the digital copy because I got like 1,000 books sitting on my Kindle right now. So I am an avid reader. I'm a lover of books. I am well pleased with what you have presented us with so far. And I wish you nothing but success. And I love the fact that you're able to listen to people read your book and ask the questions and give possible critiques, and you don't get offended because we genuinely have an interest and we want to dig more into the story.
and that's what I take it as. And I, like I said, I'm just thankful that you're doing it because it's like I was nervous when I thought about doing this. So for this to even happen, I'm just excited to hear somebody read words that I wrote.
Oh, don't make me cry.
So I'm I can finish listening. Bye.
Bye, baby. Okay, y'all. So let's get to chapter 5. All right. The dream nexus was a realm of constant flux where landscapes shifted and time seemed to lose all meaning. As Phoenix, Luna, and Willow navigated the tumultuous expanse, they felt the gravity of their mission pressing upon them. Stupid hair. The final confrontation with Lucas was near, and every step they drew them closer to the heart of his power. Now, why is the heart of his power in the dream nexus? It does, and what did? Okay, that's another question we gonna ask. Why is his power in the dream nexus, and where does the mama's power? If the mama is his twin, does that mean she's his complete opposite? And where would the heart of her power lie? If the heart of his power is in the dream nexus. More questions. Okay. Um, The environment seemed to respond to their approach with dark clouds coiling and dissipating in their wake. Phoenix, her cosmic aura shimmering, strained to sense the direction of Lucas's presence. The chaotic energy here is intense. It's as if the very fabric of this place is trying to resist us. It is. Luna, floating above the ground with her omega energy forming a protection halo around her, scanned their surroundings. Now, does the protection halo only surround her? Can she push it to surround other people? More questions. We need to find the source of this disturbance. If we can locate it, we'll be closer to confronting Lucas. Willow, her telepathic abilities extended to their fullest, reached out into the sea of dark magic. There's a faint signal of dark energy ahead. It feels like a nexus of power. Let's follow it. Oh no, now we're gonna follow the nexus of dark energy, Jesus. Their path led to a carnivorous chamber. A carnivorous, that's right, that's how you say that. Where the walls were adorned with ancient runes that seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. At the center of the enormous obsidian monolith, its surface etched with arcane symbols that radiated a dark, malevolent force, the air thick with the stench of dark magic. Fabian stood with them all the way through, his aura diminished by the surrounding darkness. I wonder where punk ass Uncle Lucas is, said Phoenix. Fabian's expression was grave. He is in the heart of this tower, drawing power from the very core of the nexus. His dark influence grows stronger with each passing moment. But before you face him, there's something you need to know. Uh oh. With the wave of his hand, Fabian conjured an image in the air, a vision of a fierce battle between their mother and Lucas. The scene showed their mother, a regal figure enveloped in a radiant light, fighting against Lucas, whose form was a shadowy vortex of dark energy. Their struggle was intense, and the image depicted the moment Lucas unleashed a curse that fractured their family and cast their mother into a prison of darkness. This was the battle that shattered our family. Lucas's curse was meant to sever the bond between your mother and me and to separate you from your destiny. But now the time has come to confront him and reclaim what was stolen. Uh oh. Phoenix hit her eyes blazing with determination nodded. We need to end this. We can't let him continue his reign of darkness. Luna's Luna, her energy flaring around her, looked at Fabian. How do we defeat him? What is the best way to confront him? Well, if your damn daddy knew that, he would probably have done it all. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Fabian's gaze was intense. Lucas draws his strength from the heart of the Nexus. To defeat him, you must sever his connection to it. This will require all of your powers combined, and it will not be easy. So here's my question. So if Punk asks, okay, her power comes from light. Okay, the normal world doesn't know they have powers. So magic is not an established thing in the human world in this particular universe. My God. Um, okay. So has Lucas always drew his power from the dream nexus, or did he go to the dark side because he decided he didn't want his sister to be queen? He thought he should be the better candidate, and decided that to go and fool with the dream nexus in order to overthrow his sister, to gain more power to overthrow his sister. Did they both have powers that were rooted in the light at first, until punk ass Uncle Lucas decided, nah, bitch, not you, but me. And then he decided to go over to the Dream Nexus and start drawing his power from there to get the curse to fracture the family? I have questions. Okay. Lucas draws his strength from the heart of the Nexus. To defeat him, you must sever his connection to it. This will require all of your powers combined, and it will not be easy. By your powers combined, my God. Willow, her telepathic senses still reaching out, detected a surge of dark magic from the tower's upper reaches. I can sense his presence getting closer. We need to act now. With a nod of agreement, Fabian led the sisters toward the obsidian monolith, which seemed to act as a gateway to the tower. As they approached, the dark guardians materialized from the shadows, their forms twisting and shifting in an attempt to block their path. Oh, hark, who goes there? Phoenix unleashed a barrage of cosmic energy, her beams cutting through the dark guardians with precise blinding bursts. Clear the path. We have to get through. Luna created protective barriers with her Omega powers, shielding the group from the Guardians' attacks. She guided her energy to neutralize the dark forces, creating safe passages for her sisters. We're almost there. Keep pushing forward. Willow used her telepathic abilities to disrupt the Guardians, projecting illusions that made them turn on each other. Her Pisonic waves, come on, big college word, created openings, allowing the sisters to advance. I'm making a path for us. We need to keep moving. As they reached the entrance to the upper levels of the tower, Fabian cast a powerful spell to penetrate through the treacherous path that the place itself began to create for them. I thought Fabian's powers were bound. Okay, neither here nor there. The dark energy intensified as they ascended the walls of the tower, adorned with more intricate and ominous symbols. Their final approach to the chamber where Lucas awaited them was fraught with tension. The dark magic grew denser, wrapping around them like a tightening noose. Each step echoed with the promise of a climactic confrontation. At last, they arrived at the heart of the tower. The chamber was dominated by a large dark throne from which Lucas's power seemed to emanate. Phoenix's cosmic aura flared with intensity. We're here. It's time to end this. Luna's protective barrier shimmered with fierce energy. Let's finish this together. Willow's illusions and telepathic projections readied for the battle ahead. We need to disrupt his connection to the Nexus and take him down. With their powers aligned and their resolve solidified, the sisters prepared the final battle. The confrontation with Lucas was imminent, and they were ready to face him with everything they had. The culmination of their journey and the fate of their family hinged on this pivotal moment. Chapter 6, The Final Stand. Okay, all right. The chamber where Lucas awaited the sisters was a dark, stark, malevolent. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm talking too fast. The chamber where Lucas awaited the sisters was a space of stark malevolence. A grand dark throne stood at the room's center, for which Lucas' presence emanated like a cold, sinister wind. The walls were etched with runes that seemed to wither and shimmer with dark intent, and the floor was covered in a dark mist that swirled around their feet as they stepped forward. Phoenix, Luna, and Willow entered the chamber with both apprehension and fierce determination. Fabian had explained that Lucas drew his strength from this very place, and they knew with their combined powers would be crucial to disrupting his hold. Phoenix summoned the full extent of her cosmic energy with a decisive gesture. She conjured spectral warriors from the future. Oh, come on, from the future. These figures, clad in armor that gleamed with a silvery light, appeared around her, their forms crackling with ethereal power. They need to keep Lucas's guardians at bay, she shouted over the clash of energies. My warriors will engage them while we focus on Lucas. Okay. The spectral warriors surged forward, their blades and shields crashing with the dark guardians that Lucas had summoned. Fabian was ready. Also, the chamber erupted into chaos as Phoenix's future soldiers engaged in a fierce battle against Lucas's minions, their otherworldly strength holding back the tide of darkness. Luna floated into the fray, her omega power manifesting objects from different you almost said universities from different universes while creating a force shield. After that, she raised her hands and radiant beams of light shot out of her, cutting through the dark mist and dispersing the shadows that sought to engulf them. I'm clearing a path. Keep moving towards Lucas. Willow extended her telepathic abilities to their limit, her mind reaching out into the labyrinth of dark magic. She projected illusions that caused Lucas's guardians Oh, to turn on each other, creating confusion amongst the ranks. The illusions shifted, making it difficult for the Dark Guardians to discern friend from foe. I'm disrupting their coordination. We need to find a way to reach Lucas directly. Punk ass Uncle Lucas, seated on his throne, watched with cold amusement as the sisters and their allies fought against his forces. His voice chilling echo. We're in chapter 6. This is almost the last chapter. We're on page 25. We got about 8 more pages to go. Okay. Punk ass Uncle Lucas, seated on his throne, watched with cold amusement as the sisters and their allies fought against his forces. His voice, a chilling echo, reverberated throughout the chamber. You think you can defeat me? I am the master of this domain. Your efforts are futile. Phoenix warriors, though powerful, struggled with the overwhelming number of Dark Guardians. Despite their best efforts, they were being pushed back, and the chamber's oppressive atmosphere only seemed to intensify. Phoenix cosmic power was waning under the relentless assault. We need to get closer. We can't let him continue drawing strength from this place. Luna's protective barriers flickered as she fought off the encroaching darkness, her strength sapping with each defensive maneuver, while the objects manifested from different universes not holding the Guardians together. After all, they were limitless. They kept appearing. Also, her energy beams grew dim, struggling to keep the shadows at bay. I'm losing ground. We need to hurry. Willow's illusions, while effective, were being countered by Lucas's dark magic. The images she protected were slowly unraveling under the strain, and her telepathic senses were overwhelmed. I'm losing control. The dark magic is too strong. Well, where their daddy going? The sisters pressed forward with their father. Oh, there he go. He's right there. But Lucas' dark power began to overwhelm them. The air felt suffocating, the darkness closing in around them like a physical force. Phoenix's warriors, although valiant, were pushed back by the sheer might of Lucas' power, their spectral forms dissipating under the onslaught. With a sudden burst of dark energy, punk ass Uncle Lucas unleashed a wave that sent the sisters and Fabian sprawling. The dark mix thickened and coiled around him. Well, maybe y'all need to pause. We're gonna pause right there. You're welcome, boo. So here's my question: If they're at the heart, if they're in the dream nexus, which is where the heart of punk ass Uncle Lucas's power is, if that's the nexus, um, my question is, could they not draw him out and separate him from where the heart of his power lies? Um, get him away from there and then try and sever the connection while he's not looking. Is that not? That's another question I have. Would that not have been the more effective way to deal with punk ass Uncle Lucas and his big band of shenanigans? Can you put this in the microwave for me, poops? Wow. Uh-huh. Oh, our table. It's broken. Okay. That just seems like that seems like that would have been um a more effective way to try that, because attacking him while he's seated in his seat of power next to where the heart of where he draws his power from would not be the most appropriate way for the people who just learned their abilities and just tapped into their power and have never actually been to where the source of their power gives them strength. If they were going to fight him to get their mama back, it would seem to me that they should at the very least have tried to get Uncle Lucas away from the heart of his power and then try and sever the the link between him and the dream nexus where he draws his power. That that seems like that would have been the best course of action. Okay, so he sent them sprawling, the dark mist thickened and coiled around them, rendering them momentarily immobilized. Oh, punk ass Uncle Lucas' laughter echoed through the chamber, a sound filled with cruel satisfaction. You were brave, but not strong enough. I will not be defeated so easily. Just as all hope seemed lost, a new light emerged. A figure materialized in the center of the chaos. A woman bathed in warm, radiant glow. It was their mother, Aja Enchanting, her presence a beacon of light amidst the darkness. You fought well, my daughters, but the battle is far from over. Oh, pause, time out. So, mommy, where you been? So now, as your daughters are and your husband is laid out and frozen on the floor, now you have somehow been able to make your way. Um, I gotta take my vitamins while I'm remembering. I know mine. So now you show up. Is this just you was able to astral project yourself into the middle of the battle, or are you actually showing up in your physical form? Were you able to escape from wherever punk ass Uncle Lucas got you? And now with all of this fighting he was distracting, you was able to break free, and now you're appearing to be able to help the children? I have questions. In the moment of desperation, their sisters reach out to their mother, their powers momentarily synchronized by the bond they shared. With their combined energy, they managed to push back the darkness long enough for their mother to cast a powerful spell that severed Lucas's connection to the heart of the Nexus. So they always needed their mama. They never had. Not Aja and Fabian are deadbeat. Not the parents deadbeats. You're so rude. With the combined she connect the severed the connection to the heart of the nexus. The dark mist receded and Lucas Stone trembled as if struck by an unseen force. But it just diverted him. The enchanting family knew he would strike them back viciously if they didn't vacate soon enough. So if even if he severed his power, sever his connection to where the heart of his power, he still has enough power to is can he reconnect? Can he reconnect back to the power? Sorry, I gotta take these vitamins. And will it make him stronger than ever if he's able to reconnect? Well, Daddy has a favorite. Mom didn't really like them. Got it. Oh, ain't nobody said the mama didn't like. See how lies get told. See how lies get told. Uh, the Enchanting family knew he would strike back at them viciously if they didn't vacate soon enough. The sisters, though exhausted, and so you severed the connection, but you didn't destroy the dream nexus, which was the heart of his power, which would keep him from doing this shit again and render him powerless. Am I reading that correctly? Because what time? What kind of I'll get you in your pretty too, and then I run off screaming into the night is just okay. The sisters, though exhausted and battered, managed to escape the immediate threat. Their mother's presence provided a temporary reprieve, but Lucas's form remained lingering like a dark specter. The victory was bittersweet. Though they had reclaimed their mother, Lucas's defeat was not yet complete. The chamber was now a battlefield littered with the remnants of their struggle. The sisters, their strength waning, huddled with their mother. What now? Luna asked, her voice barely a whisper. Aja's expression was grave. Lucas's power has been weakened, but he is not gone. We must find a way to banish him for good. There's a deeper connection between him and this realm that we have yet to uncover. So here's my question. Okay, if they've destroyed the connection between him and the dark hold in the dream nexus, but he's not completely Voldemort is not completely gone. He put his soul in a bunch of horcruxes, and I guess now you got to find the last horcrux to destroy that link, and then he be dead for good. He defeated for good. And does that mean defeating him mean that they're killing him, or are they just destroying his power and making him powerless so he can't do nothing else? That's my question. As the dark mist began to reassemble and Lucas' ominous laughter echoed once more, the sisters, including both Aja and Fabian, realized the fight was far from over. They won a crucial battle, but the war against Lucas was still unfolding, and the true path to victory remained shrouded in the darkness. The chamber trembled, and the dark energy surged once more, leaving the enchanting family at the edge of an uncertain future. The struggle was far from over, and the path to ultimate victory was fraught with new challenges. The next move now held the promise of either final triumph or devastating defeat. So then we about to move to the last chapter. So here's my question: they're fighting over this realm. Are there people that live in this realm? Are there subjects? They're royalty. So where are the subjects at? Where are the little people in all of this? What's happening to them while y'all are fighting in the heavens for light and dark? What's happening to the everyday people? I got a question. Chapter 7, the ultimate confrontation. Oh, we finna ultimately confrontate. Okay. Dark magic still filled the chamber, while the looming uncertainty didn't plan to stop. The strange mist inside the chamber continued to coil and shift, and seemed to derive its strength from Lucas's shadow that was now left in smithereens. The enchanting family stood together. The enchanting family stood together. Even though their determination to stay together didn't fade away, they were still breathing heavily. Their fierce battle they had endured did impact them, while Lucas's form didn't completely vanish. Their family had their mother now, but their victory is far from over. Lucas' maniac laughter still surrounded the chamber. Though his throne was a symbol of dominance, now it became a point where the dark energy reverberated. Aja was standing before the throne like a reminder that told everyone about insurmountable challenges that were still yet to come. What could be the next step? Asked Phoenix, the hue of red cosmic aura engulfing her. Yet the same couldn't be said about her cosmic energy. It now flickered intermittently, even though Phoenix tried to produce it the way she did during the battle. This made clear that the overall darkness in the cave and what it contained was overwhelming. Asha's gaze was studying everything as she looked around the chamber. My brother's connection to the dream nexus is still damn strong. To truly eliminate him, we have to eradicate his bond with this realm. But this inevitable event could lead us to the true source of his power. The dream nexus has the kind of dark magic that even a great wizard would find it hard to decipher everything. Lucas has fortified his position where the nexus lies. Phoebe, I thought they were where the nexus lied. Okay, I don't know. Maybe the nexus was lying. I don't know. Phoebe's grim expression was as if he had seen something that he hadn't anticipated. Lucas's defeat could be a trap here. We must remain cautious. What kind of trap? I don't know. Willow's telepathic senses were on high alert. She could sense, maybe they lowered his power enough to where she could break through of wherever he kept her so that she could get there and then put the Shazam. I don't know. And hold on. Willow's telepathic senses were on high alert. We can sense the nexus itself in the dream and that realm's intricacies. I sense a deep resonant power from down underground. I think that the nexus lit itself is reacting to our presence and not liking it. If Lucas anchored himself to that place, I think our focus should be there. What are we waiting for then? Let's move. Cause yeah, okay, okay. Luna, you doing a lot. Her power flaring and hovered above the ground. We can't leave now until we reach the Nexus core and cut Lucas' connection forever. The rest of the family looked at each other's faces. The next moment, they were venturing into the depths of the chamber that began right beside where the throne lay. The chamber was reacting to their presence with strange shimmering lights, and it seemed to travel the walls like dying comets. It was in it was in red, like the birth of a star in its molten red form. This made the atmosphere quite oppressive with each step. It's like the essence of the dream nexus is trying to fight us, said Fabian. Suddenly, the ground beneath them upended unpredictably as if it was entering, as if, move out my way, as if they had entered a shape shifting world. Oh, Jesus, now we shape shifting. The landscape itself wasn't welcoming. It sensed them and tried to complex their navigation to the best of its abilities. Also, filling them with darkness, Phoenix's cosmic orb began to illuminate well, carving a path to where they needed to go. Stay close, guys. Even though we can fight at any moment with our powers, we cannot underestimate what lies ahead of us. So y'all don't need to recharge. Thank you, Danny. Um, we need to change in the world. Okay. This book is The Enchanting Sisters by Rico Cassadine from Chasing Atlanta. Um, let's see. They were cautious, and soon they entered the elongated door that enveloped itself well against a cavern wall. The doors had all kinds of symbols. Aja knew her way with interceptions. After all, she was a master at reading such things. We are at the heart of the nexus. It's time we cut Lucas' stronghold that lies beyond it. Fabian's ready. His hand was already placed on the door. Be prepared. This might be our ultimate confrontation, he spoke. The second the door creaked open, the enchanting family was astonished by the view. It was both awe inspiring and terrifying. The chamber beyond was vast like an infinite universe, but contained within the confines of a churning maelstrom that contained dark energy. At its center was a colossal orb that appeared like a planet having infinite multiverses. Its glow was intense and ominous, and Lucas stood before it. His form had returned, and no wonder it was menacing. It was menacing more menacing than before. The minute he saw the enchanting family again, his eyes flowed with dark fire. The air. Why doesn't punk ass Uncle Lucas have a family? Why he ain't got no wife and kids to battle his sister's husband and kids? Okay, questions. Questions. The minute he saw the enchanting family again, his eyes flowed with dark fire. The air around him was tense, as if he was accumulating power that would bring wrath. This family never gives up, don't they? I'm sick of all of you bitches, and today I will make sure you all vanish. Be gone. Okay, I'm just kidding. Phoenix was pissed. She didn't like what they heard and was quick to summon the future warriors from the future to help her. They were ready to engage. We're not done with you, Lucas. You should have been a good brother. Instead, you turned as the worst enemy. Luna's omega energy. Oh, I meant to ask him, what is omega energy? Okay. Flared even more. She was too quick to manifest objects from different dimensions to put up the fight again. This time it's either you or us. We're going to end your reign of darkness. You caused enough suffering to our magical realm. Lucas sneered and quickly summoned his guardians around this place. It also seemed Dayton, whose presence seemed to take away Luna's attention for some seconds. Willow observed this and quickly used her powers to create the illusion to confuse Lucas and Dayton. Her powers didn't seem to have an impact on Lucas, but Dayton was carried away and began to fight the Guardians. No one can stop me. You people, not you people. All right, punk ass Uncle Lucas. You people are too late. The battle was quick to erupt. The clash of energies disrupted their place as if the Nexus was reacting with it. The storm of light and shadow didn't stop as Phoenix cosmic blast smashed with Lucas' dark energy. The explosions were loud and affecting everybody. Luna had already sensed that Lucas was absorbing the infinite energy from the orb, but this dark energy source was of unknown origin. It had so much power that even Luna, who had Omega level abilities, was shaken. This was already the reason why she created barriers of power, which means she can draw her powers from any source. Okay, okay, got you. That makes sense. Okay. Um, Luna, her abilities were shaken. This was already the reason why she created barriers to hold back the darkness while fighting with the Guardians. The manifesting objects held them in place. All Luna had to do was take them out. Some of the Guardians were under Willow's illusions, which also included Dayton. The problem with the Guardians were never ending. With Lucas's intensifying power accompanying them, the Enchanting family was pushed beyond their limits. Luna's eyes then shifted to the orb because it was glowing brighter than ever. Meanwhile, Fabian continued to use his protective spell so that his daughters kept on fighting. Aja also tried her best to stop the Guardians. You must separate Lucas from the orb. He's manipulating it to his advantage, said Fabian. The sisters then looked at each other and nodded their heads. Phoenix then immediately unleashed a powerful beam of cosmic energy towards the orb's core. Luna too unleashed her power to create a vortex that would suck the dark energy away that kept coming out of the crystal. Willow again used her illusions to create a veil of confusion that now affected Lucas, and now became hard for him to maintain his control. The orb's intense light was waning. The infinite multiverse inside seemed to appear in broken spurts. The impact even affected Lucas's form. It began to flicker and disappear. No, this can't end this way. He again used his powers to gain back control, but the vortex that Luna had opened was from a different dimension, disabling the chamber itself. Yet Lucas didn't stop there. He lashed out and used his power in a blinding explosion that threw the sisters back. Their powers were overwhelmed by his explosion, but only momentarily. The Dream Nexus had taken the most impact and had opened another vortex. Uh-oh. Uncle Lucas's form had partially dissipated there. The inevitable has yet to come, he warned, until he vanished completely. So does that mean he's vanished completely? Okay. Um, the Enchanting family had begun to leave the chamber. Luna thought that the vortex created by her had caused the Dream Nexus to create its own draconian version. It can create a ripple effect across multiverses, she uttered, as the vortex pull became closer. Aja closed her eyes, adding a layer to Luna's protective shield as they vacated the energy, escaping the collapsing chamber that came out of the Nexus. Yet the dark vortex presence was still there, and what Luna created had disappeared. There was no sign of the orb either. There were so many questions that reminded everyone that the battle was still unfinished. What now? Willow's voice was trembling. She was fearful. Phoenix couldn't believe what just happened. Asha warns them that Lucas could be back, but the dark vortex created by the Nexus was a strange phenomenon that even she couldn't interpret. Fabian nodded in agreement. We have won a battle, but the war is far from over. We must prepare ourselves for the challenges that lie ahead and find a way to permanently banish Lucas and his dark influence. It was clear that their story was far from over. The ultimate victory was now shrouded in mystery, and the fate of the Enchanting family now remained uncertain. They needed more allies in this magical realm, the ones who could step up against Lucas. The next step was toward that direction. It was also a haunting reminder for them because even after all these efforts, there wasn't an ultimate conclusion, even though the Enchanting family thought they were facing the ultimate confrontation. And that's the end of the book. That's how the book ended. So where the hell did Uncle Punk ass Uncle Lucas go? And I have so many questions. Okay. Right. That's how the book ended. Like it's a super cliffhanger. So where I need to know, where does the mama draw her power from? And if her and the brother were twins, did they both draw their power from the same place until, like I said, the uncle decided that he wanted to be Queen Supreme and did. Oh, Rico's back. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, Pooh. We back. So I got questions.
Go ahead.
So
I'm excited to answer them.
okay, so first, if punk ass Uncle Lucas is drawing his power from the dark realm in the dream nexus, and the mama gets her power from the light, has it always been that way that they were one light, one dark, or were they both drawing their power from the light until punk ass Uncle Lucas got big in his britches, wanted to be Queen Supreme, and then he went over to the dark side and decided to draw his power, and that's when he decided to start fucking with his sister and her family.
All right. So to answer your question, both of them are of light and dark.
Okay.
So the mother draws more power from the light. Uncle Lucas went dark and sought out the nexus, and the nexus to it, it anchored him to it. So the reason why throne is that never actually, if you look it throughout the story, he always appears smoke or he comes in the dark. That's
Mm-hmm.
he only travel through the dark. Now he can conjure himself up a figure form in the human realm, possibly,
Okay.
and he
Are
can,
are
and
we
he
going back to the human realm at any time?
possibly
Okay. Cause that girl left her wife, and the
right.
other girl left her fiance over there.
The book was supposed to leave you with so many questions, which it actually gave you more questions than what I thought it would. But it's supposed to leave you with so many questions that are going to be. That was how I was able to kind of make up the other books and everything because it's like everything is going to get answered throughout the story. Because, like I said, Uncle is we they don't know if he's gone or not.
Right. We just know that he disappeared.
He disappeared with the Nexus.
That's crazy.
I loved it. I see. I just thought about it. Like I just wanted to keep going because it's so much that you can do with each character. Like and now listening to it be read and hearing all y'all's advice, it's like, oh, now I could go back and have a whole added part where they just singly learn the basics of their powers, but then look
Right.
to
'Cause
how they can learn more about their powers and how to control it better. Because yeah, like it
not all the partners are the uncle. I don't think you can split yourself into more than one person though. because the otherwise the daddy would have split himself into three different pets and sent each pet with the girls, so
All right.
they wasn't out there by themselves. So I don't think the uncle is all three partners. Now
No.
it's clear to me that Dayton is the girl's best friend in the human world, and I feel like he was sent to keep an eye on them.
Yes.
See, I be smart sometimes. See,
Dayton
oh,
was somebody that was used by their uncle to gain his trust. And what you don't hear is the fate of Dayton in the end.
mm-mm. So where the hell Dayton go?
Right.
Okay.
So, like you said, where's his family? He could never create a family because he was tied to the Nexus. He literally connected himself to the Nexus.
Oh, so the Nexus rendered him incapable of having falling in love, having a family.
Right. So he had to create his warrior, which was Dayton.
Oh, and
So
then he sent Dayton to watch over the girls.
right. So Dayton is technically family.
Huh. So is nope. Can anybody? Okay. So is this the type of universe and the type of story where they get defeated but they don't actually die, or is it at some point punk ass Uncle Luke is finna get got?
As well in book two, it goes into book two is gonna go into more of what happens to Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke. Okay.
So it's not to say he's not dead. And
So
not,
he's kind of in like a Voldemort. He's hanging on by a thread.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm not mad at it.
So that's why I ended like that because I wanted to go into more of them jumping ahead of them getting into more time of having their powers, so it could be more so of a backstory of how things started coming together in the second book, leading to what they're dealing with now in present world and in magical world,
Okay.
because some of the sisters were one of the sisters before getting into their power was reluctant to own her power,
Mm.
and every girl still has something, a loose end, other than Luna has a loose end to deal with in the human world.
So are their power once their power since their powers are now online, if they go back to the human world, do they still have access to the powers?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Are there other magical creatures in the human world that are maybe just in hiding and we don't know yet? Like Dayton was Samuel and the dog was the daddy.
we will see magic get introduced into the human world in book two,
Okay.
because there is going to be an issue that occurs to where both worlds end up becoming in jeopardy.
Okay. Okay. Huh. I am intrigued. And do you have an anticipated have you started writing book two? Let me ask that question.
I'm still outlining, which is why I'm glad you did this so I could get the critiques I need and know what I need to add in book two to make book one make a little bit more sense. So once I correct all the things that I did not do so well in book one, I can build off book two, which is why I want book two to be a physical copy. Because from book two, the story will actually be able to be completely figured out and see where I want to do and what I want to do after that. Because now I have the story in a, a flow.
Okay. So from okay, so tell me this from the first creation of thought of you wanting to do this to the book actually being written, proofread. and published, how long did book one take you to complete from first thought to it's available on Amazon?
What's this, November? I started. I actually started thinking about the book in January, but it was a joke at first until I can't remember how long has it been since that Brandy, since the Descendants 5 with Brandy came out. What's that? 2 months ago?
Oh, you asking me? You want me to lie? Sure.
No,
2 months ago, baby. I don't know.
well, that's when I actually started putting my notes together.
Okay.
I actually started writing it. I sent it off to be proofread, and I had a rewriter, somebody who rewrote my first draft for me.
Okay.
That's why it sounds educated.
Hey, man.
I mean, I knew the girls was gonna read. It came out sounding like how I talk. So I said, "Can you please go through it and make it sound like educated, smart talking people?"
Hey, man. I appreciate it. Listen, I'll say, oh, look at the college words. I'm not mad. Okay.
Because I know the girls was gonna clock grammar. I knew I knew they was looking for anything to get me on.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid to have my thing I'm just saying. I paid to have someone go through it, correct it, rewrite and structure it for me.
Okay. Okay. So I want to say maybe it was a 2.5 month long, 2.5 month to three
Oh,
month process.
yeah, 3.5, almost 4 months.
Okay. So this is November. So I am going to challenge you. Um, March of 2025, we would
Oh,
like to see book two coming out and you starting on book three.
okay.
So, May, June, July. So in July, we have book three coming out. And then, so forth and so on. We would like to keep you on a 3 to 4 month track to, you
Keep me.
know, to keep you on because like, you have this story has great bones.
Thank you.
And I can see this catching on and going viral for you because it's a good story. It is absolutely a good story. So you're very creative. We loved all of it. We is definitely down with punk ass Uncle Lucas.
Oh,
Get his ass. We love all of that. So I just want you to continue on this track. Keep doing this. I understand that you have written TV series and I think possibly movies already before. So I want you to think of this story with the future in mind. With this catching on enough to a movie studio is going to come and ask you to buy the option to make this into a movie
yes.
or make this into a TV show. Because I can very well see this on the big screen or on as a Netflix limited series or something. So I want to personally encourage you to keep pushing and to continue to be open to constructive criticism. Um, and like my mama says, with all criticism, do it like fish, take the meat and throw out the bones. Any shade thrown towards it, just let that roll right off your back, and you take the constructive criticism that helps make it better and add it into the to your process to make it even better to continue on. Because I can. This is a really good story, Rico. You did a really good job, and I am very proud of you. This is really good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
He's saying yes. Book two is going to be available in print.
yes,
He's.
book.
I want you to have some bomb ass paper artwork. Find you a good ass illustrator to make these beautiful black characters come to life. We love it.
Hey,
Now we gonna call Child Protective Services on Fabian and Aja. I'm just
but
gonna tell you now.
but
We
oh,
calling CPS.
that's why I'm glad you gave me the idea for a prequel. Because now I'm thinking book two should be a prequel.
That we stop right here because we at an uncertain crosswords of what's gonna happen next.
Right.
Punk ass Uncle Lucas, he is regrouping, so we gonna rewind back to get the story of
Uncle Luke.
Fa- Uncle Lucas and Asia and Fabian and how it all fell apart.
Yes.
Perfect. I would take that. I
I
would absolutely take that.
I think that would be dope. And I think but somehow I want the sisters to be involved. I know I can't get that. I gotta figure out how I can get that.
Well, you can do the prequel up until the part where the daughters are born. They still technically in the story,
Yes.
but the story is about their parents and how they got up to how it all fell apart and how they got banished to the human world and the uncle put the curse on the mama and all of that stuff. And I want to see the point of view and we want to hear punk ass Uncle Lucas's point of view of how he felt so slighted that he felt that he had to betray his sister and his nieces and his brother-in-law.
Yes.
So that's we would love that in book two.
That
And
would be
and
I,
that'll give you some time to resolve how the big ending is going to be with Uncle Lucas. Is he able to regroup? Are we able to destroy the last Horcrux and kill him for once and for all? Or however you want to resolve the issue with the family to get them back in their rightful. And where are the townspeople? Are we just fighting in dream world? There's no peasants that live in they villages and stuff where
I
they rule over. Where them people at?
I will say this for book two, it introduces more characters. That's what my
Okay,
was to build up the characters through each book.
okay. Also, book Angela said the book two title should be called The Enchanting Parents.
Parents, I like that. No shade.
Listen, I'm so proud of you, Akabus. Listen, thank you for providing us with this entertainment. I truly appreciate it. As an avid reader, I'm a lover of fantasy books and stuff like that. I'm a huge Harry Potter girl, that type of thing. Thank you for introducing. And have I've always been like I read like vampire stories and stuff like that, and it's a very niche market. And there are a couple of authors who the characters are all the black people, and I appreciate the representation of both black and queer people in your book in this particular genre. So just keep doing what you're doing. And like I said, because it's a YA novel, I can see this being picked up and this going viral. And if you go ahead and flesh the story out and give us a finish out this amazing story, because the story is amazing. I can literally see it being a limited series on Netflix, or them making it into adapting it and making it into a movie. And I just want you to remember your auntie Ebby when you talking to Oprah on the red carpet of your movie premiere.
And
Listen,
you'll be there.
amen. We speaking that into existence. I touch and agree. Amen. Amen. Listen,
Yeah.
woo, this is good. Rico, I'm so proud of you. I
Thank you.
am very proud of you. This was amazing. Now, please use it if you want to. I'm not going to ask for royalties, but if you do use the name, I'll take a copy. I know that's right, Angela. We gonna be on the red carpet together, cutting the monkey. Talk
Yeah.
about we remember when
I'm
it
like,
first came out and people was giving you fever because it was 33 pages.
right.
Little did they know this book in 33 pages gave what some books don't give in 250 and 300 pages. So listen, little becomes much when you put it in the right hands. So I just want to say that you did an amazing job.
Thank
An amazing job. Oh, I can't wait for the next book to come out. I'm excited.
That's what. Okay, so funny thing is, TTB, when he got wind of it, he was excited too, and it was so funny because he was like, "No, you can't start telling people about book two now. You gotta just focus, focus. This is too important. This is some good shit. You gotta focus right now." He was like, really. I'm just happy about the feedback because I was nervous about this because I knew this was something that nobody would see coming from me.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was my happy place. A bitch went to therapy. It has been in therapy,
Amen.
and my therapist, journaling is a big part of therapy.
Right.
And I'm not a journaler. It's not. It's sitting down writing about my feelings really isn't what I do. So I did a bunch of music, and I also shout out to Tonka because Tonka was one person who encouraged me to do this because I was joking about it like at the beginning of the year. I was really joking, and Tonka was like, "Okay, I know, girl. What you gonna do? You'll do it sooner or later. You keep playing with it." And I did. And Tonka read every chapter throughout everything
Amen.
and gave me all the comments and feedbacks, and he was encouraging me to keep going because I was like, "Girl, I don't know about this, girl. I think I'm wasting my time." She was like, "No, sis, this some good shit. Keep going, girl. Keep going."
Absolutely. Listen, to get things that you've never got, you got to do things that you've never done. So I'm glad you took the step out on faith and completed this project. And he that has begun a good work in you is well able to complete it. So I am waiting for you. For I'm waiting wholeheartedly with expectation for book two to be even greater than book one. So listen, friend.
So thank you.
Well, I'm excited for you.
I'm gonna drop back down in the bush now. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, baby. Oh yeah, I'm excited for him. I am excited for him. Y'all go now. Those of you, even though we read the book, go out and I think Danny said it's right now. The book is on sale on Amazon for the next 4 days. It's only 99 cents. That I counted not robbery to bless our brother and try and get him on the Amazon best-selling list for the week. So I know it's just a few of us in here. Go out and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell that broad that you don't like. Come on, Danny. She purchased the book. Listen, I think it's not robbery for 99 cents for the good bones of a great story. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, sirs and ma'ams, go to Amazon. I think Danny, if you can, put the link back in the chat so everybody can have access to it, and then I'll copy it and put and pin the link uh in the description box of this video so everybody can get a chance to go out and purchase the book, download it, read it, give it to a young person in your life to get them into it because we're excited about book two for him. And and listen, we like to give people their flowers while they're still here to smell them. Because once they're gone, it's too late. Understand? So we if we can be busy to shade and throw dirt on people, we can also give them their flowers when they deserve it, when they did a big one. And you absolutely did your big one with this. So that is all I have. We've been on here for 2 hours and some change. Y'all, thank y'all for being here through my mukbang and us reading the story and opening my birthday gift. I'm going to go figure out how to download and play with my Stitch now. Thank y'all for coming out. Um, hold on, let me see if I can scroll up and get the link and repost it before we get off of here. Oh, there it goes. That's it right there. I'm gonna pin. Can I pin it? I don't know if that pins it or not. Uh, can it? I don't want to do any of that. Okay, it won't let me copy and paste it. But Hold on, let me see if I can go onto
It just an accident.
YouTube and go to the live and it'll let me do it that way. Dude,
My friend.
why don't even say I'm like this is stupid. There you go. Okay. Let me go in the chat and see if it'll let me copy the link from there. Here it goes. Oh, this is an echoes into my spirit. Hold on. Um, Copy. Listen, if you guys send me another thing about a wig, I'ma fight her. Okay, hold on. Here is. Hold on, because I need a short link. It won't. Oh, this has to be so complicated. So here's my number and call me baby. I just met you. This is crazy. Hold on, I'm about to put the link in there. I had to do a lot to get to here. Hold on. I got us. I got us. That's okay. I'm a copy and paste it as soon as. Oh, this thing is taking forever. Hold on. Where my damn link? That's okay. I got you. There you go. All right, so let me go back over to here and okay. Woo! I'm also gonna put it in the description box when the live is over. I hate my phone. Okay, I just want to paste it in here so when I go back to put it in the description box, it'll be there. I love y'all. Thank y'all for putting up with me having a whole granny issue over on the stream. All right, y'all. This has been wonderful. Thank y'all. Oh, why do I still have these on my head? Jesus. If you roll back and it looks like my wig slid back and you ain't say nothing to me and let me be out here with my stocking cap exposed, you're not my real friend. Okay. I love you. Just ignore it. Just act like y'all don't even see it. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, that is it for me. I'm going to go play with my uh, new toy. I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. This has made my birthday. This just put it over the top. I love y'all, and I will see y'all later.
Fill up your glass.